We are standing on a really high building, and thank goodness for gravity, I am not going to fly off the roof. So why don't we talk about Cyprus's Eurovision 2017 song from Hovig? Are you ready?
Let's do this!
Let me be your heart and your company. I let you be the one who can lead on me. I catch you when you fall and you're falling free. Let me be your gravity. Let me be your wings when you're flying high. I'm gonna raise you up till you touch the sky. I catch you when you fall and you're falling free. Let me be your gravity.
Let me be the one who can... Listen. I think this song falls easy on the ears. The first time you hear it, you remember it. It has that interesting opening with the syncopated clapping. It's very Rag and Bone Man. We've heard this before.
Human.
I don't mind the fact that there's familiarity, but I think that if something's familiar, it needs to go in a new direction. You can build on what's familiar. And the more I listen to this, the less I think it actually goes in its own direction. What I'm trying to say is it's slightly derivative. I think this is good for Cyprus. I think in Cyprus's oeuvre of Eurovision songs, this is one of the better ones in recent memory. It's not as good as last year.
No way near Alter Ego.
No, nowhere near. But Thomas Gieson, sometimes you worry he's running out of ideas.
Sometimes he hits and sometimes he misses.
And I think maybe this is... It's not a total miss, it's not a total hit, it's just kind of there. I worry this will be forgotten unless they bring some amazing staging. Final point for me, I like Hovig's voice. I think it's very smoky and sexy and nice, and I'm hoping he sells this live.
Yeah, I'm hoping he does. I mean, this is one of the songs that I just needed to hear it once, at a push twice. I haven't yearned to hear it again. I think it's much stronger on first listen. I think repeated listens is just like, let me be da 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 da, let me be your... It's just, it holds no spark, and it's just... It's good in the sense that it's a current sound, you know, like you talk about the syncopated clapping, you know, it's got modern production elements, but it's just not interesting. It's actually quite boring.
Yeah.
So I think the first minute is really exceptional and exciting, and then it just repeats from there, which is the problem. It loses all, like, the momentum and the ability that it builds up suspense. And I mean, there's a lot of good modern effects in there. He has a great voice and is very handsome. And, you know, to be honest, they made it in 2015 with One Thing I Should Have Done, and that song was very sleepy, so this should sail through. It's very true to Cyprus's kind of more rockier sound that they're going for, and yeah, I think he will make it through. I don't think the song is that strong, so I wouldn't expect it to do too well at the grand final. But, you know, it's modern and contemporary, and we should applaud that, because a lot of countries forget that it's 2017, not 1917. When they
I'd rather have a vintage product that tugs on some heartstrings. I mean, One Thing I Should Have Done at least had that emotion in it. You know, it was emotive, and if you didn't like it, it's because you didn't like that flavor of, you know, it was maybe too syrupy, you know, too saccharine. But this is just like, okay, it's radio, but I kind of want to change stations.
I kind of feel like Hovig has been put in a box in this song. He doesn't have a lot of room to move around. Because even the bridge, it's like, let me know, it repeats the same kind of theme. You want more variations on the theme. The climax of the song, I think, is touch me, gravity. It's not that dramatic. And when you think of space, you think of big, lots of room to move around in, you know, huge exploding stars and planets swirling and that
as
dark
a subject matter, I agree. Gravity
And
just
this-
gives you limitless opportunities to shine.
And he has to play in a little space.
However, I will add, though, Thomas Gieson should be proud of this, and I tell you why. The production is on
That's on point. It's expensive. It sounds...
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's so polished and slick, it almost sounds sterile.
I
and
agree.
that's the issue. Because, you know, Macedonia is very polished, but it doesn't seem sterile. In any case, we should probably go around and give our scores. Angus.
So it's a 4 from me, because I think with a song like Gravity, with Thomas Gieson behind it and an artist as good as Hovig, you want to be taken to the moon and back. And this probably kind of burns up in the atmosphere somewhere on the way up. I think the first minute is great, but then it's just too monotonous and repetitive. And, you know, if they're smart about their recap choice and make from the first minute, it'll be absolutely fine and it'll sail through. And I think in a year where we have so many ballads, having something that's kind of from this edgier, sort of mid-tempo space is a good thing to have, and he should do well, but it's not one of the better songs this year.
Yeah, ditto. And also my score is a 4, dead on.
I'm going to be slightly more generous because the first time I heard this, I really did like it. I was very, very positive. It's only on repeat listen I've started to notice the flaws, and so maybe Eurovision viewers will be similar. I'm giving it a 5. I think that Hovig is a great performer. I like his voice. I don't think he's a natural dancer, and I don't like how they styled him in the video. I feel like they're trying to pull him away from who he is, because he doesn't seem comfortable in those clothes and with that look and doing those moves.
It's not Justin Timberlake.
No, and that's fine. He should be Hovig. Werden was du bist. Be what you are, honey! My score is a 5. There are, of course, 30 Wiwi bloggers all around the world. Well, more than 30, but 30 who took part in this Wiwi jury. And we have compiled their score, their average, and it is... There you go. Look, I think it's expected. It's not a stellar score. It's not a totally horrible score.
It's higher than us.
Yeah, it's higher than us. So clearly there are people who like Rag and Bone Man's Human. Will this go to the final? Depends on the staging, honestly. The song is workable. They can work with
Take
this.
the staging from the video, because I think that's quite a... It worked really well for Azerbaijan in 2013,
True.
that whole mirrored thing. They figured that out. They put some mirrors on stage. I mean, last year the staging was actually quite good, that camera angle. So they can clearly package it out.
Qualification or not, I mean, that's not the point. I think there comes a point where it's not about staging anymore. I mean, it's Eurovision. You should go in with a decent product that will slay. Staging should enhance your product, not save it. So I couldn't care less whether this qualifies or not, because it's just not that good.
I disagree with that. I think staging saved so many songs. That's almost the whole point of it, is that the studio version isn't the finished product. So... Yeah,
I'm sorry, Heroes, the song for me isn't amazing, but the staging makes it amazing, and that's fair game. This is a game, these are the rules you gotta play. Anyways, we will see you later. Bye!